Hey everybody, it's Carol live from the floor at VMworld. We have Lou Smith from Interphase Systems with us. Hi Lou.
How you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
It's good.
Nice. Now I know you've been running around already, even though it's still early in the week. What have you been up to? Where can we find you? Where can we track you down?
You track me down pretty much just about all over the place. My focus this year in a lot of the sessions that I'm attending is desktop virtualization. I actually just did a blog post on our Interphase Exchange blog this past week doing some early predictions for 2010. Number one on my list was desktop virtualization. I've kind of personally coined 2010 the year of desktop virtualization, and I think there's a lot of drivers for that, but a lot of the sessions that I'm attending are looking at the different technologies available, looking of course at VMware's product, trying to get a sneak peek at the latest version and figure out what will be available for a lot of our customers and for ourselves as well.
So you're talking about desktop virtualization. Why do you think it's going to blow up in 2010, and what needs to happen for your prediction to come true?
So it's like the $1,000,000 question. 2008 was a year where a lot of people were very interested in desktop virtualization, but I don't think it was mature enough to the point where it would work effectively in a lot of those environments. 2009 was the year where people, or has been the year I should say, where people are listening to sirens on the street. 2009 has been the year where we found more people are really investigating the nuances that come with desktop virtualization, looking at proofs of concept for their environment, and we're now seeing a lot of them are budgeting for that type of work for 2010. And we're actively working with a lot of our customers and having conversations with potential customers who are doing that type of budgeting activity for 2010. Couple this now with the fact that you have a lot of people that are stuck on XP that did not migrate to Vista, that are chomping at the bit for Windows 7. Now you are really looking at a true driver to get people to do, I guess you could say, kill two birds with one stone, couple desktop virtualization with Windows 7, and have a truly powerful tool in the data center for their users.
So do you think that Microsoft is really going to see a boost from desktop virtualization? How will that translate into maybe Hyper-V adoption? Will it?
Well, that's a good question, and I kind of have to bite my tongue a little bit here. Do I think it will drive more adoption of the desktop virtualization model on the Microsoft side? Potentially, yes. I think it will. Microsoft typically plays pretty well with Microsoft in that environment. With regard to here's a good part to cut out. Microsoft is going to see a huge boom from Windows 7, in my own personal opinion. I think they learned a lot of lessons with Vista. I think they have no choice but to learn from those lessons. If they don't, this could really be a huge thorn in the side of a huge company that depends on that desktop operating system in such a huge way. So it has to be solid. Based on everything we've seen in our lab so far, Windows 7 looks really good. It's been very stable. It has performed very, very well from release candidate or beta through release candidate through the RTM, which we upgraded to over the last month. But I think, is it going to drive more adoption of Hyper-V? Hyper-V is kind of that question out there right now. A lot of people are looking at it, and they should, rightfully so. I'm not saying that people should only look at VMware or Citrix or Microsoft. They should look at all three in their environment and find out what fits best. Rev 2 is a Rev 2. It's a second version. VMware's been in the game for about 11 years now. Microsoft has been in it longer than 2 versions. Get back to your virtual server days. But Hyper-V is still a second release product, so you have to weigh that into the equation. Does it perform well? Depends on what you're running. I blabbed.
That's okay. So other than the sessions that you're attending, I've heard that people will be able to find you if they stick around right to the end of the conference this year.
Great segue. Yeah, actually I have the luxury and the fortune to be able to present this year at VMworld on Thursday at 4 p.m. in room 309. In the middle of Moscone or Moscone Center, whichever way you like to say it. I'll be doing...
Depends where you're from.
Depends on where you're from. I'll be doing a presentation on sustainable change management processes in a virtual environment. Something that a lot of people might think about, but a lot of people really don't do much about. So it's something that's been a hot button item for a lot of people that we've talked to, and I really wanted to make sure I could bring it to the population here, and I was incredibly excited that VMware accepted that. So check it out.
So obviously it's early in the week, but are you going to be on the hunt for any rumors or hot news? And if so, what are you maybe hearing already?
I'm trying to make my rounds and figure out what people will and will not tell me. So far, everyone's been pretty tight-lipped. trying to find out when the next version of Vue will be released, when the next version of Site Recovery Manager will be released. These are things that are impacting our customers today. I'm trying to see if anyone's going to leak anything more about Project Redwood, something I'm incredibly interested in, and so far, no luck. You never know what the keynotes will provide over the course of the next couple of days. Last year's was pretty surprising with the virtual data center operating system, now vSphere, but I can't see a VMworld without a major announcement like that.
Excellent. Well, Lou, thanks for your time today. Have fun running around and learning.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you again very soon.
Cool. Carol, thanks for having me.
You got it.